All right, so in the last video we talked about multiplying binomials with any polynomial. Now we're going to talk about special cases. And um, here's the thing about special cases. I will end up giving you the pattern. The truth of the matter is you can treat these just like any other binomial multiplication. So just want to make sure that we understand, or that you understand, you don't have to use these patterns. It's just something that could make it easier as time goes. Like there's one pattern we talk about that I do use, and the other one I don't necessarily use. So here we go. Squaring binomials. On this one, yes, there's a pattern. I don't normally use it. All that I definitely need you to understand is do not distribute this exponent. And you may go, but Mrs. Cartwright, what about the power of a product? First off, this isn't a product. This is a difference. When we were doing power of a product in the last chapter, in chapter 7, that was like something like x cubed times y to the 4th all squared. That type of thing. That's a product. That's not what we have here. So just remember that this squared is the same as 2m minus 3 times 2m minus 3. And so this is the most important piece about squaring binomials, is that you're taking 2m minus 3 times 2m minus 3, which will give us 4m squared minus 6m minus 6m plus 9. So if you were to just square this 2m minus 3, if you were to just take this square and go through, you would end up with 4m squared plus 9, which is not correct because we end up missing that middle term. So in this case, our final answer is 4m squared minus 12m plus 9. And that's our final answer. So notice I used double distribute to figure this out. We're going to talk about the pattern. What do I have left? Application. Okay. We're going to talk about the pattern, which is basically we squared. We're going to call this A plus B, right? A plus B quantity squared. So we're going to square A. Now if you notice, the middle were the same. So, and that's true no matter what. So that would become plus 2A times B, because we took 3 times 2 in both of those cases. And then plus B squared. So that's the pattern. Or in the case of our A minus B squared, it ends up just being A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. That's the only difference with the subtraction in there. But what that means is you can either double distribute like I did, get the right answer, or you can notice, oh, it's squared, so I'm going to square A. I'm going to take A times B, take that times 2, and then square B. And you're like, what? Well, let's do that on the next one. A square outdoor patio is surrounded by a brick walkway as shown. What is the area of the walkway? So we know that we want the area of the walkway, and we know we have x plus 6 times x plus 6. And so we've got x plus 6 squared is basically what we've got going on here. And if you're like, what? But there's all these 3's and other, so x is the inside. That's where that x is coming from, is from the inside. There we go. From the inside, right? And then the 6 is coming from the fact that it's 3 feet on either side. So that's where the 6 is coming from. But they gave you your side length. So basically x plus 6 is what we're doing. So if we plug that into this a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. What that means is my a is x, so now I have x squared. I'm going to take 6 times x, which is 6x, and then I'm going to take that times 2. So I'm going to get plus 12x, and then 6 squared is 36. And then that's my final answer. Now, well, I say that's my final answer, but it wants to find the area of the walkway. So, we want to find this brick walkway. And since we want to find the walkway, we need to take the total area, which is this, total. And we need to subtract the area of the patio. So the area of the patio is x by x. So the area of the patio is x squared. And there it is. I'm like, I lost my little thing. So the patio itself has an area of x squared. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my x squared plus 12x plus 36, and I'm going to subtract the x squared from it so that the area of the walkway is 12x plus 36. And that's our area of the walkway. And I guess since it's an area, feet squared. And that's how we figure that one out. But we use this pattern to help make this go faster. In our next, I'm going to do a quick video over sum and difference. And that's the one I tend to use more often just because logically it is stuck in my brain. So I'll see you over there.